What's up, guys? I have some very exciting news to share with all of you, and it's something that I've actually been kind of holding close to my chest for a little while now. And after I came back from Dubai, I just came back to training, and I needed a little bit of a break, if you will. So we went on family vacation, and I just kind of took some time to think, some time to kind of reassess 2019 as a whole for me when it came to training, when it came to competition. And I was not very happy this year. I'll be honest with all of you. I made a big commitment with the TV show, with the History Channel. And I knew when I committed to that I would be on the road a tremendous amount. And when I'm on the road, that means that I'm trying to figure out meals. I'm trying to figure out training in an unfamiliar gym that probably doesn't have the equipment that I need. Filming 13 hours a day. There's a lot of factors with that. And on top of that, I mean, I had to do so many appearances this year, it's a blessing for sure. But on the other hand, it is detrimental to my training and to my performance. And, I think, in the span from, around March until the end of September, beginning of October, I was home probably 2 or 3 weekends that entire time. So, that's a big chunk of training and a big chunk of time. And that was really, really hard for me. And when you're trying to compete at the top level and you're all the time packing a suitcase and unpacking a suitcase and trying to figure out how to pack food for the road and figure out how to train on the road, it's just not ideal for top level performance. And that's no excuse at all. I mean, I willingly made all of those choices, and those choices also had benefits as well. So it kind of took away from some of my training and me being as good as I possibly could have been with competition, but it grew a lot of aspects of my business and stuff outside of the sport of strongman. But I needed to take a little bit of time, with all that being said, to just reassess what I wanted to do in 2020. And I have officially decided that I'm going to qualify for the Arnold Classic. I'm going to Santa Monica here coming up in January, and hopefully there I'm going to be able to get my qualification spot to go to the Arnold in Ohio. And in case any of you watching this are unfamiliar with this, the Arnold used to be an invitation contest where you got your spot based on invitation and merit. And they've changed that now to where you have to actually qualify at one of the Arnold series contests. So I haven't, up to this point, I don't have enough points, and I haven't officially qualified to go to Ohio. So that's what I have to do in Santa Monica. There's going to be a lot of great guys there that are going to be banging for that spot. But I've kind of gone back and again, we haven't shared a lot of my training or plans or anything, and I've held this close to my chest, but I've been working harder than I have in a long, long time. I mean, I just got back, and it feels so good to put 100% effort into training, into my training plan, into my diet. Everything is definitely moving forward, going in a good direction, and my sole focus now is back on strongman. So I don't need to be on the road. I don't need to be doing a lot of appearances, and basically I've blocked off my schedule where I'm not leaving, so I don't have to worry about any of that, and I can focus solely on getting ready for this and being as good as I possibly can be. So I know that a lot of people have made comments and said this or that, but it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I have to make choices, and when I make those choices, I have to live with the consequences, if you will, of those choices, of those actions. And I know that for me, I know when I'm at home and when I get to focus and when I get to train, that's when I'm at my best, and that's what I want to bring back in 2020. So hopefully that excites a lot of you that are fans of mine and have followed my journey, and I'm not going to have all those distractions now. So anyway, it's time to get to work. We're going to get an exciting event training session done today, so I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to bring all of you along on this ride with me. Yep. Good. Working.
Come on. Find it.
Ah!
Yes, sir. Be deliberate. Let's see it. Yep, big punch. Yep. Go, B. Come on, let's go. 2. Nice. Good pace, Megan. Let's go. Keep working. Go, B. Come on. 3. Good. Keep working. Yeah. 4. Keep pushing, B. Keep pushing. Come on. Go. Work. Get it. 5. Working. Got it. Take a breath. Come on. Work. Up easy. Here we go now. Big punch. Get that head through. 6.
Wrapped up log press there. I feel pretty good about how that went. I've really been trying to push my conditioning hard with the log, with the clean each rep. Is something where, you know, I could lift the bigger weights, but a lot of times the limiting factor there was the conditioning. So that's what I've been trying to push a lot harder. I feel like it's coming along pretty well. Still some work to be done there, but definitely improving. Now we're actually moving on to the next event, which is going to be the bag toss. And I brought, if you recognize these uprights, I actually brought them over from the old house. And we put them up. Now, when we did put them up, it was quite a challenge to get them in the ground. Maybe it's just because the ground's frozen or there happens to be a ton of rocks or something, but it was kind of a nightmare getting them up. They are up, and what I can do with these is that's pretty cool is there's actually a rope that I can wrap around so I can actually change the height of the bar, which is really cool when you're trying to work for this. But right now we've got it set at just slightly over 15 feet, which is what we'll have at the Arnold in Santa Monica. Now out there, they have a pretty ambitious set of bags that we have to throw. So we're actually starting with a 70-pound bag, then 75, 80, 85, and 90. Now, I'm pretty good at bag toss, but I will say that that's a very ambitious set of bags, just due to the fact that I think, unless I'm wrong, I think the only 2 guys that have ever thrown a 90-pound bag over a 15-foot bar is myself and Hofthor. So, you know, and that's for a single. That's not for a run of 5. So we will see how it goes. I mean, I like challenges, so we're going to get after it and see what I can do.
Way over, way over.
Oh.
Yep. Come on. Go. Working, B. Yep. Get it.
Yep.
Come on. One time. Let it loose. Let's go. Yep. Come on. Aim to you. Kick time. Yep.
Hot.
Go, B.
Come on.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Go. Struck it.
Stop.
Yes, sir. Good deal. Quick feet, quick feet. Come on. Back, almost there.
Get it. Come on.
There you go. Good work.
Go up.
Yep. Finish. Yes, sir. Go, quick feet. Gotta move, gotta move. Nice. Here we go. Make up some time. Make up some time. Let's go. Boom. Good. Feet. Yes, sir. Keep moving.
There.
Nice. There we go.
One time. You gotta beat it. Let's go. Come on.
Go. Step on it. Come on. Get here.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Oh, shit. That has to be faster, right?
Yeah.
Wrapping up training, the last event there was the bag loading event, and I was not loading to a platform just due to the fact that we broke the platform and I need to repair it. But typically I don't have a problem loading high because I carry the bag so high. The bag weights in the contest though will be extremely heavy. There, the last bag in the medley is 400 pounds. So I think that's probably gonna catch a few guys off guard. You know, it's as far as I know, the heaviest bag we've had in a strongman competition, but the run is not super long, and it's just because it's on the pier there in Santa Monica. So I think they had to make the bags heavier for the short course. But overall, I feel like that went pretty good. You know, it's been a tough week of training, so typically, you know, the event training falls at the end of the training week for me. And, you know, something like this at the end of the week, still feeling pretty good, pretty fresh after all the hard work, makes me really happy. I'm super pumped about this, and, you know, I love bringing you guys along for the ride. And it's been a fun ride, you know, and I'm excited to open up 2020 and get things back on track. I'm very motivated, very fired up, and the results are gonna come. I'm gonna make it happen. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. For now, go out and be great. We'll check you guys later.